No snags.
No snags. Welcome back to our show about
Nothing.
And stop what you're doing. Hit that like button. Don't scroll by. Support. Because if somebody posts a picture of the fingernails, a fresh fit, or a fat ass, you gonna like and share. So like our shit too. What you think?
My nails need to be done.
They need to be done? Shit, mine's too. You know what I mean? We should go see Lindsay one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's your nail definitely going. Them shits is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Just to let you know. Yeah, them shits is cracked.
Like, share,
Whew.
subscribe. I think we should put this on YouTube.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be good stuff. You know what I
I
mean?
think so.
What's your thing? You know, I've been having an issue all week. Just talking about relationships.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
I've been having an issue with people in relationships.
Oh, people in relationships.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know.
Other people in relationships?
Yeah,
Or your
of course
the
not
relationships
me.
that you had? Well, are you talking about like romantic? Well, I mean.
Well, of course, just romantic relationship.
Okay.
One of my friends woke up and she said, she didn't like her dude no more. Damn. Yeah, and they were together for about 10 years.
Wow.
And she said
But
she wasn't in love no more.
That's not all of a sudden, though.
What you mean?
That's not all of a sudden.
So basically she was around some fine ass nigga like myself. Shout out to Westbound's Cuts. You know what I mean? They did your boy right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she
okay, you tell me. I don't know.
Ass niggas,
It could be.
you know, and just like, you know what? You ain't doing nothing. You ain't hitting on shit no more. And just wake up and she just.
I mean, that
Huh?
could be it, but I'm saying no to that one too. When I say that didn't happen all of a sudden, I'm saying she didn't wake up and was like, oh, I don't love him anymore. No, that's something that has been happening over time, and now she woke up and she was like, this is it.
This is it?
This is it. Like, I've already come to the point. Like, that's not
So basically what you're saying, he's been fucking up the whole time. And he wasn't unaware of his fuck-ups.
It's a possibility, yeah. I mean, obviously there's something that she's not pleased with. Otherwise, she wouldn't be like, I'm out.
Right,
There's something that's going on that is not sitting well with her. There's something that she's experiencing that, you know, she is like, you know, I'm kind of done.
Right, but how do you fix that? You know what I mean? Like, of course, you're not married, so you single, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. You know, maybe you want to holler at your boy, holler at your boy. But, you know what I mean? Like, if you've been with somebody for 10 years, don't you think you should give a little bit more?
I mean, yeah, it all depends on what you want. I mean, when you say should you give a little more, are you asking in general, should you give more?
Right. You know what I mean? You invested time.
Okay.
You done invested your emotions.
I'm about to fall out this chair.
Don't fall out the chair. I ain't got no insurance. Your favorite insurance man, holler at us, Right Choice Insurance, 394 Cleveland Avenue. We got you covered. But I ain't got no insurance for that shit.
Oh, you got the insurance. So you got the insurance.
But I'm saying, like, you invested your time, your money, your emotion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 10 years of your life.
Yeah.
And just to say, for what? To start over with some other cat and go through the same shit? Yeah, of course, your 6 months. Enjoy your 6 months. Get your vacations. Get your trips. You know what I'm saying? Spend his money. Do what you got to do for 6 months, because after 6 months, his real face come out. Then what? You back to the same old shit.
Who says that?
What you mean? You
I
did.
mean what I just said. Who says that you're gonna go through the same thing?
Let me ask you. Are you
Wait,
single?
wait. That's a question. That was an actual question.
That's what happens. You know, it's 6 months to a year, niggas show their face. Women show their face. You know what I mean? Y'all not as cute as you was in the club when I met you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Is there more than that?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, no. Once I see you, I might not like you no more.
Okay, so then if that's your stance, then okay. First off, let's
Yeah.
bring it back,
I'll
because
bring it back.
I think we've lost the original conversation, right? You said if you've been in a relationship for 10 years or more, shouldn't you give more?
a little more.
What does that look like?
It looks like you staying down, ride or die.
I know, but what does it look like? What does that look like? Giving more, like
Sometimes you just gotta
look?
go through a little bit more misery until he get it, or until she get it. You
Okay.
feel what I'm saying? Like, we in this together.
Okay.
We're gonna be miserable together until we get back right.
Okay.
You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Like, you don't get to just wake up and leave. The fuck? Oh, excuse me. Can I say that?
I mean, I think you've already said it.
My bad.
I think you've already said it. You gonna ask permission after the fact?
I'm just saying, you know.
You already said it. Okay. All right. So, is that not a personal choice, though? Because, yes, there are people who are in relationships who are committed, whether they're married or not. Some people are not married, but they're in a committed relationship.
Ride or die.
And they are committed to the relationship. Like, the same vows that people have in marriage, like, for better or for worse, that's the same thing with people who are committed. So there are people who actually feel that way. There are some people who feel like, yes, I will do that until a point. And that point is they get to decide. They get to determine, like, this is my line. Like, I can't take anymore.
Right.
And they have every right to do that.
Right.
As well as the people who decide to go through the mud with their partner, like, the worst of the worst. It's not pretty.
Right.
It doesn't feel good. It's very painful. It's very hurtful.
Right.
But they understand that their bond, their relationship, their connection, they have a tremendous amount of value in that. And so because they both have the value in that, then they do whatever it takes. And when I say they do whatever it takes, I mean, like, they actually do some work to make the relationship better versus just saying, this is who I am, you deal with me as I am, and we gonna be, you just gotta deal with it until it changes. We can do that, but understand that we both miserable. Why we don't both have to be miserable. We could both be great together if we both decide that we gonna put in the work to make this relationship work.
Right.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
But nobody knows whatever it takes until you actually in that.
Until you in it.
Until you actually in that.
It's
and
like
then
owning
it's like
a business.
Yeah.
You gotta do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To stay afloat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Your business start failing. Hey man, are we gonna work this out or are we gonna give up?
Are we gonna fold?
You know what I'm saying? How long you been doing this? Because you're really good at what you do.
Forever.
You've been doing it forever.
I
feel like I should be certified. I've been giving advice forever too.
I'm doing it
You
forever.
know what I mean? But you licensed, so that's beauty. You know what I mean? Pick up a trade, get yourself a skill. You know what I mean? Use the talent you was born with. You know, that's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're really good at it. You know, but I still believe, you know, when it's time to, you know, you should keep going, even when you feel like you should check out.
I agree with you, but
because it's light at the end of the tunnel.
It sounds, I mean, I think most people, I don't know, this is just my belief. Most people, if they get into a relationship with someone and they have true feelings for that person, that they really do want to stay in it.
Right.
But when you're actually in the midst of some situation, right? And none of us knows what that situation is going to be until we actually are in the midst of it. When you're right in the throes of it, then that's when you're truly challenged to whether you're going to actually do the work. And it is a collective effort. Like, I don't even know. I don't have enough words.
Right now, relationship is a business. The same way you love to go to work and get the bag, it's the same way you wake up and you love your person next to you. You know what I'm saying? It's a business.
And it's an everyday choice.
It's an everyday choice. It's an agreement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's an agreement. How many of you guys wake up and get the bag? Anyway, see, what does that mean?
Back to the bag, boy. We back to the bag.
You know what I mean? Like, if you have a 9 to 5, right? You know what you're getting paid.
That's a bag.
You know what I'm saying?
Not?
Like, it's kind of the same bag.
It's a bag.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's no increase unless you do overtime, and most people don't want to work.
It's a bag,
You
though.
know, like,
as an entrepreneur, maybe you're getting 3 bags.
I'm just
okay,
saying.
well, the person who's working a 9 to 5, they got a bag.
What?
A bag.
Got some coins. It ain't no bag.
That is it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got one trip to Saks.
What is it?
What we, I mean, nigga, stop posting you going to get the bag.
Oh
you feel what
my
I'm
gosh.
saying?
I really wanted to know where this term, the bag, who coined the term?
I have no
the bag?
idea. Like, nigga, you going to work.
What is wrong with that? Is there something wrong with
I
going to
don't know.
work?
I just feel strongly about niggas talking about they going to get the bag. No, you going to your 9 to 5. Yeah, you're going to get a check.
That's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
bag. That's money. The bag is money. Actually, the bag is whatever people say it is.
I guess. You know what I mean? But if you live in check to check, then what? Are you really going to get the bag or are you really going to get this rent? Like, nigga, I'm waking up to go get this rent. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these bills got to be paid. I might have $100 left over, you know what I mean? But I'm good. I'm going to go to Instagram, post me a bottle of whatever, you know what I mean? And make it seem like I'm doing it. Shouts out to Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
No shout out Instagram. Why are we shouting out Instagram?
Fake ass life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what I'm just saying. You feel me? Well, I mean, welcome to the gaming room. Better yet, shouts out to Gaming Geeks for this beautiful system they got in the background that just got all my shit on it.
Gaming Geeks.
Gaming Geeks.
This is a really
check them out on eBay.
Space, actually.
Thank you.
Really
You know what I mean? I work hard on this right here. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know we work hard to live good.
Indeed.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm going to get the bag. And guess what? I ain't going into the office to get it. Hello. Yeah.
The bag.
Right
What does
choice.
the bag? What does the bag mean? I mean, like,
I don't know.
what is it? Better said. What does the bag represent for you individually?
The bag. Me personally, your bag can only be the ideas and the talent that you were born with. Using what your God-given gifts are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't see myself in, I mean, not knocking nobody else, you know, because I had to work with somebody before. But when I was working, I made sure I went in there and learned everything that they done. You know what I'm saying? I need to know it from, you know, the bathroom stalls all the way up to the corporate office. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, one day, I'm going to get there and I'm not going to be here. You know what I mean? Because these niggas right here, they got the bag. I just got a check. They giving me a portion. You know what I'm saying? And I like to say, you know, shouts out to Right Choice, where we allow you to create your own wealth. You know what I'm saying? Join my team if you want. 394 Cleveland Ave. Holla at your boy. 404-209-7999.
We hiring.
Of course, always. You know,
We
we looking
hiring.
for entrepreneurs all the time to work within our financial service department.
All the time.
But yeah, you know, that's it. Because, you know, when I became an insurance agent, it was like, I was scrambling, you know what I mean? I worked here, I did call centers, I did this, I did that. And I was like, I need to figure out what's going to be in.
Yeah.
Financial services,
All the
insurance.
time.
You always going to need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't come here and make you all this dough and I can't figure out how I'm going to get where you at.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hungry too. I want to eat. You know what I'm saying? Can I eat with you?
Yeah.
Better yet, let me get your plate.
Nah, I can't
You
get
feel
your
what
own
I'm saying?
plate.
That's your whole fact.
Get your own
You know what I mean?
plate.
Now you want to send me out to
We
do
can
what?
eat together.
You want to send me out to get the bag. You feel
Get
me?
your
Like,
own
hey, man,
plate.
you know, create yourself an opportunity.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to go out and get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to go out and use your God-given gifts. You know what I mean? And whatever it is, my daughter, she draws. You know what she did with her drawing talent? She started creating her own clothing line. You know what I mean? Guess what? My brother, he draws. You know what he did? He started creating his own clothing line. Shouts out to Flyboy. You know what I'm saying? So, my boy, he just came up and said, bow. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He said, I'm going to put out a clothing line as well. All these cats is doing something. You know what I mean? My boy from the Bronx. Shouts out to Kamar. He, you know what I mean? Club, houses, all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, using your God-given gifts, your natural talent. You know what I mean? You can't forever work with them. We all start, you know, Kamar. Shouts out to Kamar again. You know what I mean? Don Juan. Of course you do. Kamar was faking it at Sprint.
Oh, yes. It's the Sprint days. Oh, my gosh.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
We were faking it at State Farm. You feel me? Like, you know, we was all getting it though.
Yeah.
You feel me? But, you know, the whole thing about it is come from under that thumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shouts out to Mike. You know what I mean? Keep him under thumb. Just keep him under your thumb just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I think the beauty, though, is, you know, in being able to see someone like you who has found an opportunity, who's found a way out, who's done what they needed to do in order to get to the level that you want to get to.
Right.
So you doing what you do, you get into the bag, you having multiple businesses, you doing all the things that you do is simply opening up the door for other people who have not yet got to that state. And I'm not necessarily talking about that state financially, but that state mentally.
Mm-hmm.
That they can see you and say, "Oh, okay, he could do it. Right. I could do it," and you are opening up opportunities for them to do that.
Right. I believe it's all about taking a chance. You know what I mean?
It is, but that is so. I mean, risk is not comfortable.
How many of you play in the stock market? You play with risk every day.
Some people don't do that though.
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about, you're talking about people who get into the bag, people who are going to a 9 to 5 and who are working check to check.
Hey,
I'm not saying you're talking about them. I mean, like, we're discussing that. Well, that sector may not be investing. That may not even be in their realm right now because that's a risk. Mm-hmm. And if you're living check to check, you don't have the means to invest, right? You are simply focused on surviving. Like you said, I gotta pay my rent. I gotta make sure that I got a roof over my head.
Right.
I don't have excess money to now invest in somewhere. I'm not saying that that's true. Okay, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that that's a true statement. I'm saying that is a mentality of people.
Right.
So when you get around another environment,
that's the whole thing.
When you are in another environment, when you're exposed to another environment, which is the benefit of us being able to create this podcast and for people to be able to see it, no matter who they are, no matter where they are, then they are exposed to more information that lets them know, well, you really could invest for as little as $5.
As little as $5. But your biggest investment?
You
invest in yourself and invest in people. Invest in not just your friends, but invest in people who are going somewhere.
Yeah.
Who are doing things. You know what I mean? Create you a monopoly. Shouts out to Monopoly. You know why? Because
he's shouting out.
Yeah, folks. Man. Monopoly shows you
sponsor, please.
it gives you that first step of financial services. You know what I mean? In all my meetings that I used to give, it's like, I always use Monopoly because Monopoly told you how to do what? Invest your money, pay your rent. You fuck up, you go to jail. You do good on your job.
Real
you make it around the board. You collect $200. Yeah. You're gonna spend that $200 on some frivolous stuff, or you're gonna hold it until you go around the board again to buy Boardwalk. You know what I mean? Everybody's thing of Monopoly was trying to buy Boardwalk. But you know why? You buy Boardwalk, I'm going to buy everything else.
Properties.
You know what I mean? Because think about Monopoly. It had an electric bill. You had the train service. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you...
real life preparation.
Everything. You know what I mean? Teach your kids Monopoly. Play Monopoly. It takes about 8 hours. Ah, shit, that's a job.
I feel like I might want to play that tonight.
You know what I mean?
Like,
it's a whole shift. Monopoly takes 8 hours to finish. That's a whole work day.
You come out with a whole different financial education.
A whole different mindset. You know what I mean? And who put me on the Monopoly? My uncle put me on Monopoly. Every time I seen my uncle, he was like, hey, you know what I mean? God bless. You know what I mean? He's not here anymore. That was my guy. But the whole thing was, he played, every time I seen my uncle, let's play Monopoly. Let's play Monopoly. Let's play Monopoly. I'm like, I'm tired of playing Monopoly. And then I grew up and start talking about Monopoly. I'm like, oh, wow. You know what I mean? But he instilled that in me early. You know what I mean? Because everything is an adventure. You can't look at it just taking time. It's a waste of time. It takes too long to finish, But if you look at what's really going on in it, you're going to really get something back out of it. That's the beauty of it.
I need to play Monopoly.
Damn sure right. You know what I mean? We should have a game
night.
Just pure Monopoly.
Game night.
Nobody ain't going to show up.
Financial education. I know. Anyway, ain't gonna play
Nobody ain't going to show up. They be like, Monopoly, nigga, please.
You know what that makes me think about? That makes me think about the game of life. Right. It's a story time, right? Okay, so I used to have the game of life, like the board game. Right. I think I bought it for like some work, something I was doing at work.
Right.
One night I don't know, it was just the thought that came to my head. The game of life, and I was like, I punched it in. I think I had gotten rid of the game. I sold it or gave it away or something. I probably gave it away.
Yeah, somebody borrowed it from you and never gave it back.
Maybe.
You know how that goes. That's a possibility. I do got the Game of Life up there. You just never know, right? You know, when they borrow it, they never give it back. You know,
you just forget what happened.
For
okay,
sure.
so maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'm looking it up online, and what pulls up instead is The Game of Life and How to Win It by Francis Scovel Shinn.
Okay.
I read that book that night. I think I stayed up all night. I fell asleep. I got up the next morning, finished the book. That day was like, oh, this is a whole new life. This is a whole new life. This is a whole new world I'm in. I was so hyped. I was so amped. I remember I called Oliver. Oliver. Yes, Oliver.
No longer with us.
Yes. I called my friend Oliver. I was like, you gotta meet me at Piedmont Park. I was like, we gotta talk about this.
Right.
I was like, I found Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail. I was like, yo, this is it. Like, all we gotta do is, I don't even remember what I said, but I was so empty. I just remember he was like, but what about this? But I was like,
the pros
ain't
and
no
cons.
but.
Right?
I was like,
Always
ain't
the
no
pros
but
and
to
cons.
this.
You always weighing things.
Like,
I'm ready now.
Nah.
I
was like,
jump.
Ain't no but. This is it. I was like, but. And I remember leaving there, and I was sort of a little defeated because I felt like out of anybody, he would be the person that would like really understand and like really get it.
Instead, he sucked the energy out.
Oh man,
really?
He did. He didn't suck it out. Let me not say that. He didn't suck the energy out because it's still very much alive.
Right.
It's still very much there. But that moment, I was just like, oh no, maybe my plan isn't. No, this is not it. Anyway, so we talk about shout out Francis Scovel Shinn and that book. She has an entire collection of books. You can find her books on Amazon. You could probably get the whole collection for like maybe 10 or 12 bucks, $15 at the max. But those books will change your life. Because it is like, I mean, it's akin to like, I guess, sort of what you would say is The Secret, right? So it's akin to that genre, but essentially it touches, it connects with you. Right. Like it connects with that inner part of you, part of you that is aware of truth. Right. And once you read it, like you can't unsee it, you can't unread it. Like it's rooted, it's there, right? And you know that it's true, you know that it's real. And for me, it was just like my life just started, on this path. Right. That was one. I say started on this path. I know I had already been on the path, but that moment, that book. I feel like all of us have like books or moments or people that we.
Because I love John Maxwell, like how successful people grow, or his laws of leadership, things like that. Yeah, I love every book he put out. I follow all of them, and I've damn near read every last one. And if I haven't read it, you can go on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube, and you get the audio books.
Audio books, boy.
For sure, perfect thing. You know what I mean? Instead of listening to the ratchet music in the car. Sure, a nice audiobook on. You know what I'm saying? Elevate your mind.
Yeah.
Let me say stimulate your mind.
I used to feel guilty about listening to audiobooks. Like I had like a guilt, like I should be reading. Like in my mind, I was like there was some loftiness to reading versus actually listening to it. But now I'm like, knowledge is knowledge. However you get it, you get it through your ear. You read it, you observe. However you get it.
I mean, but I think more when you read it, you grasp it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really sinking your teeth into it versus with the audio book, you can listen to an audio book and forget it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you'll never forget what you read. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's the way. It's all on how you learn. You know, True. You got some people who can go to a quick class and just listen to the teacher, come out and pass the test, and you have people who got to study for 9-10 days, you know, and really feel themselves up with that, you know, and then they go out and pass the test the same way. You know what I mean? So each teacher's own. Yeah, you got to learn your mind, though. You got to learn that mind. You got to. So where we at now? Where are we? We still in the game room. Love this place. You know, we have jumped around a lot in this conversation. We started a relationship. We got relationships, man. Oh, good Lord. Oh, my God. I brought us back. You know what I mean? Relationships makes me sad. You know what I'm saying? You know, freedom. Listen to me. Stop. You know, relationships are beautiful. Keep your relationship, hold on to them, and keep them tight. You know what I mean? Remember, you and that person, the only ones involved in it. Never share the information. Come on with it, huh? Come on with it.
Can
we? But you know, the whole thing is like, you know, when you start putting other people's in your business, you know, that's how your mind start changing. Your mind start changing. Like, yeah, you ain't as sexy as you used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, nigga, I'm still sexy. Let me go outside and show you I'm sexy. You know what I mean? Like, then your girl getting all this attention. You're like, damn, she still got it.
Still got it.
Facts. Whole facts.
I think it's interesting that how we do involve. I mean, of course, like, you know, when you're in partnership with someone and you all are experiencing something, you know, you want to. You want to be able to express it, so you go to your friends, you talk to your friends about what is going on in your relationship, and then your friends have a perspective.
Right.
And your friend's perspective is usually based on whatever they have experienced, good or bad,
or what you told them.
True.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I have a disclaimer, right? My disclaimer to anyone who ever talks to me about their relationship: I cannot tell you what to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do is on you. I can give you advice, but I would never tell you. Not ever in life to leave your partner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not on me. Whatever decision you make, and especially if me and your partner cool, you know what I mean? I'ma still be cool with them when you're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna be you, I'ma be me, and y'all gonna be y'all. You know, whatever direction y'all choose to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about being friends with people in relationships. Yeah, it sucks.
It's difficult.
Like, I knew you first.
I mean, I think it's probably safe to like just not involve yourself in other people's. You know, if someone comes to you, I have recognized in myself, like when talking to my friends, how, of course, my friends come to me about whatever they have going on. They're my friend. You know, you're my homegirl, you're my home dude. So I'm like on your side, but I have found, or I've recognized in myself, like, if my friend comes to me again and they're talking about what they're experiencing in their relationship, then I may be, you know, especially if they're, like, complaining, like they're not happy about what's going on, or they've expressed that they don't want to be in it anymore, they're not happy, and I'm like, well, you know, do what you need to do. Remove yourself from the situation. But in hindsight, as I have done that, and I recognize that I have done that, I felt like you probably overstepped.
Right.
Like you probably overstepped your boundary. And maybe I also feel like maybe based on what I said that my friend may have made a move. Now, you know. You know,
I have an issue with boundaries. You know, I had a few women tell me like, you don't respect boundaries. You know, I think that's just one of my issues. You know what I mean? It's just not knowing where to set them. You know, in my relationships, or, you know what I mean, friendships, or whatever you want to call my situation.
Your situation.
My ships.
Your ships. All the ships you got.
My ships. You know what I'm saying?
So are you saying you don't have clear boundaries set for yourself, or you don't respect other people's boundaries?
I think more or less, entering into anything, I don't adjust.
Okay.
So I just remain me the whole way through. You know what I mean? And I believe when you involved with somebody, you're supposed to adjust. You're supposed to change the way you move. And I just be like, I know you. I'ma still kick it with you the same way without, you know what I mean, late night calls. Hey man, what you doing tonight? You know what I mean? You want to get out? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Boom. Instead of being like, hey babe, what you doing tonight? You want to get out? You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, wait. Hold on, because you give me an example. Okay, so you're saying, and I'm going to repeat it. You can tell me if I heard you right. You're saying when you go into a situation, you don't adjust. Like, you remain who you are. So if you have a friend that you have had, and I'm assuming this is female friend. This is a female friend that you have.
Way more female friends than I have.
I feel like I want to make that topic of conversation at some point. We don't have to do it today.
You know, we ain't got much time. We got about... All right. Go on.
Okay, so so you still behave the same. So you're saying you would call her.
Right.
Late night. Like, what's up?
What's popping?
What you got going on?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you saying, and you saying instead of doing that, instead of calling who? The person that you're actually in a romantic or intimate relationship with, instead of calling that person,
right?
You call your homegirl.
Homie, and be like, what's poppin'? You good? You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. You know what I mean?
Okay, and so does that cause some type of problem?
If I was with you, would it cause a problem?
I mean, I probably would wonder why you're not calling me.
There you go. That's a whole problem in the streets.
So why wouldn't you?
I just told you, I don't adjust. You know what
I mean? Don't you want to talk to the person that you're involved with? Don't you want to?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you cool, you know what I mean? Like, but, sometimes not relationship, but sometimes conversations get dry and like, who I can have a hell of a conversation on? Let me call Shawana. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to hit all topics. Bow, 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 bow. You know what I'm saying? And now this relationship, how when you're in a ship, the phone just get, it started to get dead. It's like, all right, so I'm about to go and take a shower.
Yeah.
But before I take a shower, Shawana, what you doing, girl?
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You good? Huh?
So
I'm about to get the spark back going.
You
feel me? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't do that, fellas.
Why?
Yeah,
well, my question
fellas.
is, why is the conversation dead? Do you all not have any, like, the things that you would call me to talk about? Why would you have that conversation with her?
Here's the same thing. Let me just say that. If I enter I can call you late night, right?
No. I'm just joking.
You're a professional. Listen, I better be able to call you late night.
Appointment only.
But you know what I mean? We together. You know what I mean? We
Okay,
friends. We kicking it. We good, right? So now me and you decide to have a relationship.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
It's not the same to me no more.
Oh, automatically.
Yeah, it's just not the same to me no more. You're no longer fun to me.
So, okay, hold on.
Because the dynamics change.
Why?
Because it have. Now we together.
But why have they changed?
Because we're together.
What does that mean?
Because we're together.
Okay. Am I not the same person? Are you not the same person?
No, our situation changed.
No. The situation changed, but you're still you, and I'm still me.
And I'm still me, and you're just not as cool as me as no more. You know
why, though?
Because of certain shit I can't do around you that I used to do.
Like what?
Like, I go out in the club and holler at somebody else. So now I gotta be respectful of your feelings. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
The whole shit just changed.
Okay, but
you no longer, better yet, you no longer the homie. You feel me?
But okay, I hear that. But why don't you allow your partner to be your homie too? Like, it doesn't. You don't have to make her not you.
Right,
you don't have to do that.
She can be your best friend. Blah blah blah.
So why don't you make her that?
That don't happen. You know what I mean? Some
because you have chosen not to do that, not because it's not. It can't be done. You've chosen not to. But
of course, one of my favorite couples, they best friends. You know what I mean? And I love their situation.
Emulate it.
Yeah.
Why not make your partner your best friend? Like, we don't homie. Like, I can talk to you about anything.
How the hell they get on over through not disturb?
They called several times.
God damn.
All right, so
that might have messed up my feeling.
You want to check?
You know what I mean? Like, nah, we good. Let's rock and roll. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we all the way live. Keep it going. Niggas calling through. You know what I mean? I'm not putting cats on the not disturb. Don't call me at 12.
Okay, so I mean, I think that's a fair question. And I think it's a question that everybody can ask themselves, whether, no matter who it is. Like, if you're in a relationship with somebody, why is it that when the title changes...
Disclaimer, I'm totally dedicated. Yeah. Go on.
Okay. Why is it that when the status of the relationship changes, better said, why is it that when the title then is put around your situation, that you then decide, I can no longer be myself with this person?
Oh, I ain't say I can no longer be myself anymore. It just...
Well, yeah, you did actually say that, because you said you didn't say those words, but your behavior is...
Then I didn't say that. You know what I mean? I could definitely be myself. I just,
But you're not yourself.
No, I just said you're just not as cool anymore.
You said that,
That's
but
what
you
I said.
also said you are not who you are, because I was just cool yesterday.
Right, you was cool yesterday.
So you changed.
But
I didn't change.
Man, that's a possibility.
No,
you know what I mean?
you changed.
Yeah,
I didn't change. I'm
you
still
could
the
have put
same
more.
person.
You could have put more hooks on me. You feel what I'm saying?
Hooks.
Yeah, you know how women do. Women fuck shit up. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Hey, what you doing? Hey, no. I don't like that right there. Let's talk about last night. You know, you see, last night, you know, when we went out, you was all over here, and you was not focused on me. And you like, huh? You like, I normally be like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Normally be like what?
All over there. That's why we're not best friends. The people that's best friends, what they do, they know they do look like this woman and that woman, and they come back. Why? Because he coming back to her. And he ain't really trying to get out there in the streets.
How does she know that?
Confidence.
Because he's given it to her.
Right.
He has instilled that confidence in her. He's let her know.
Baby, you the baddest thing walking.
Okay,
you
so
feel what I'm saying?
That has
ain't
to,
nobody
that has to
got
be a
nothing
foundation
on you.
there.
You feel
If
me?
the foundation is not there, then yes.
But that's what I said the whole time.
Huh?
Yeah, I said that.
Say what?
I said it.
Said what?
That you the baddest thing walking. But you gotta believe that. You feel me? Because you know, sometimes I can tell the stories.
Like right now.
Never.
Right now. Like right this moment.
Yeah. But that's our time, folks. Know what I mean? Come back, join your favorite listener, Miss Shawana. You can follow her on IG at
Shawana Lloyd, Lloyd, Shawana.
Okay, you can follow me at Right Choice Insurance, Mr. Right Choice, your favorite insurance man. We see you next Thursday, same time, same place.